Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there. Break that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He's brought down at the 31. Pickup of 3. Brings up 7 at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch out.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And now the throw taken in by Chark. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
Hey,
Minshew, first and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Minshew under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So third and long, here's Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
At the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking long for Westbrook, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Westbrook, incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I'm coming for you. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's our time. Get it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
And this is incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Play it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got you, son. Mike's fine.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check. Sponge. No. Jim. SOS.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Powerful running. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Minshew throwing on third down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
We own them. Kill.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, Minshew. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, team 6. 41's the mic.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Dancing to his left. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw it. Minshew flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running. Back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Minshew. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give Fournette another crack, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And Watson's going to throw it here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. And sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardus McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count 'em.